If you had told me a year ago that an app on my phone would change how we enjoy large-scale airsoft games, I would have called you crazy. I would have said that's not possible at all. However, I would have been wrong. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the Blue Fox Tracker app that is used at Desert Fox events, and talk about how I personally believe that this is the next big thing in Airsoft and truthfully creates the best casual milsim experience that you will find. We'll be talking about all of this in today's review. What's up, Airsofters? My name is Lane, and welcome back to the BB Warrior. We're here to help you have a better time both on and off the airsofting field through our educational videos. And if you enjoy this sort of thing, well, I'd love it if you joined our community by hitting that subscribe button down below for new educational airsoft videos every single Friday here on the channel. So I will be the first one to admit it, when I first heard about the Blue Fox Tracker app, I was skeptical. I thought, well, how is this really going to change the experience that I have at these events? However, the change that you notice is monumental. If I had to talk about the one thing that I think that the Blue Fox Tracker app provides that other milsim organizers does not, is organization. In real time, you are not only able to see where your teammates and medics are, but you're also able to see where the objectives are and who controls them, again, all in real time. It works very similar to Conquest from the Battlefield franchise, which is something that is very familiar with players because Battlefield is, a AAA gaming platform and franchise. However, it just makes things so much easier. If you're unfamiliar with Conquest from the Battlefield franchise, it's very simple. There are typically an odd number of objectives on the field, and whoever controls the majority of them will slowly take away lives from the enemy team, and whichever team gets to 0 lives first loses. I think that this is nice because, one, it defines a clear winner for the game, but as well it makes things, again, a whole lot more organized and you know what your actual objective is. I cannot tell you how many events I've been to where the objective was nothing more than control more area than the other team. However, I don't think that's a very good benchmark of if your team is doing better than the other team because airsoft fields aren't symmetrical. There are always going to be advantages for one side of the field depending on how it's played out, and you really can't structure in any sort of objectives because there's no way to communicate to the majority of your team what is going on. I know so many events that I've been to that guys are like, oh, well, we need to go to, like the artillery piece or whatever you want to say, or we need to go grab an HVT. And the first thing I'll think is, well, why didn't I know about that? Why weren't we told about that? It's because they just told a group of people who happened to be at the respawn when they came up with the idea. However, you're not able to communicate that to everyone else on the field, whereas at Desert Fox events, everyone that is carrying their smartphone is able to see where the objectives are, who controls them, and think, well, where do I need to go to make sure that my team is coming out on top? I truthfully believe that the Blue Fox Tracker app is the next big thing in Airsoft, like I said. I think the only advancement that has come into Airsoft that comes close to this is truthfully the V2 gearbox design. That is how confident I am in this app and the potential that it has for our hobby. It makes large-scale milsim events, or more casual milsim events, I should say, so much more organized because, let's be honest, we're a bunch of airsofters running around on a huge AO. How much organization are you honestly going to have through your Baofeng radio and talking to each other? With the app, it provides a way for you to see objectives and know what you should be doing, and overall I think that just leads to a much more enjoyable experience. I feel like the actions that I'm doing are actually impacting the game and impacting who's going to win or lose, and if winning or losing is important to you, there's a clear defined way to do it. Now personally, I don't care if we win or lose because I'm just there to have fun and shoot at my friends, and I've lost both Desert Fox events that I've been to, but I still had an absolute blast at each one. I think the thing that truthfully gets me the most excited about the Blue Fox Tracker app is its potential that it has because the team is open to licensing. Now, on the admin side of the Blue Fox Tracker, they're able to set objectives anywhere, and they're also able to play with a lot of different features in there. So, admittedly, at Citadel Assault, the teams were a little bit lopsided. The other team had about 40 more people than we did when we started out, and we lost a lot of people due to, just heat and being tired and things like that. They were able to adjust, where the objectives were on the map in such a way that it gave us a fighting chance. At any other event, when we were outnumbered by 40 people, we would never have had a chance to win. However, we won the first game by 1,500 lives out of a 3,000 life game. they were able to structure it so that even a team that doesn't have as many people is able to come out on top and able to give them advantages that they wouldn't have because they don't have enough players on their team. And I think that this is crucial to making sure that people, even on the technically losing side, have a much more enjoyable experience. I can't tell you, well, I don't have to tell you how bad it sucks to go to an event and just get destroyed where the other team is just absolutely dominating and you feel like you're not getting anything done. But with the Blue Fox Tracker app, you're able to adjust it to make it easier for the team with less people or the people that have worse terrain, whatever it may be, because Airsoft will never be an equal fight. Let's be completely honest. Someone will always have an advantage and the app is able to account for that and make it easier for the team that is disadvantaged. I think that this is going to be huge for Airsoft and it's going to change the way that we play larger scale events in the future. I think that eventually this will become the standard of Airsoft. As someone who drove 22 hours one way to play at Southern Strike back in April, I can tell you that every minute of that drive was worth it for such an incredible game. Everything felt so much more organized than other events that I had been to, and it just felt like it was really, I can't think of a better word than organized. It felt like such a better structured game, even at an AO that has been used by plenty of other event organizers. And I think that's what I really enjoyed and really kind of opened my eyes at this last event, is that I've played at other event organizers' games at EMR, which is where Citadel Assault took place. So I was able to really compare it to other events that I've been to and see, hey, this is just so much better than those other experiences. And I hope that other event organizers go or see this app and see what it can do for our hobby and adapt to it and, you know, even license it out. The team over at Desert Fox Events are more than willing to license out the app. I'm not sure what the details of that sort of thing would be. I don't work for them, obviously. But I think that, truthfully, one day, Desert Fox Events, the Blue Fox Tracker app, I should say, will be the standard of Airsoft. I think that'll be the way that we see, you know, larger scale, casual Milsim events played out. Well, I don't think it'd be a good solution for something like Milsim West. I think for the more casual events where more people just want something better than your standard open play, but not quite as intense as like a Milsim West, I think that this is perfect. Now, if you're the type of player that's been skeptical about this, try it. I have been to 2 out of the 4 events that they hosted this year, and I loved both of them. And again, I lost at both of these events, and I still had an amazing time. So I would definitely check out Desert Fox Events. I will have a link down in the description below to where you can check out their website to learn more about the app and the games. I am excited to see, you know, what other fields and event organizers pick up this technology, because it's something that is easily accessible for everyone, you know, who doesn't have a smartphone nowadays. And I think it just makes for a much more pleasurable experience, and I think that you're going to have a whole lot more fun because, again, everything feels more organized, and that's the reason why most people go to these large-scale games. Now, I want to know down in the comments below, the question of the day: have you played at a Desert Fox event so far? If you did, what did you think of it, and what did you think of the app? And if you haven't, what's stopping you from going to one of these games? Make sure to let me know down in those comments below. But that is going to do it for this video. A quick little recap. I think that the Desert Fox Events Blue Fox Tracker app is, again, the greatest leap forward for Airsoft since the V2 gearbox design. I think it's going to revolutionize how we play large-scale Milsim events, and it leads to such a better experience on the airsoft field where you feel like what you're doing actually contributes to your team and towards the objective. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for staying until the end. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If this was your first time here, though, if you have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for new educational airsoft videos every single Friday. If you want to connect with me more, my links for social media will be down in the description below. But this has been Lane from the BB Warrior talking about Desert Fox Events and their Blue Fox Tracker app and how it's going to change airsoft. Don't forget that I said that. And I will see you all next time.